What's up, hobby maniacs? I'm Rob Bear, and I've got another exciting video tutorial for you today. We are going to take a look at the Tyranid Tyrannocyte. Now, this is a really cool kit. You know, it's a kind of the drop pod thing for the bugs themselves. It can also be made into the spore site and then the mucilid as well, and all the little the drop spore pods that come with it. It's a pretty cool kit. You know, there's a couple different ways to make it. You can't make all the different things in the kit because they basically limit you on these, which also limits you on the mucilids you can make. But there's a way to do it where you can roll out some putty. There's a conversion article done by Evan over at Facing the Gray Tide. Did a really great article over on the Spiky Bits blog that you can check out on how to take those mucilid tops and you can turn them into actual conversions, you know, themselves, just rolling out a little bit of putty, just doing a little bit of work, and they're almost indistinguishable from the Games Workshop ones. So a lot of cool stuff on this tutorial here that we're going to look at today. Please forgive my sunburn, my epic sunburn. It's not too bad, right? But it looks a little bit worse on camera. I kind of drove with the sunroof open coming back from Memorial Day, and it's pretty dumb. So I accidentally burnt myself when I didn't have sunscreen on. The silly stuff I do sometimes. Anyway, so we're all human, right? It's all in good fun. But yeah, I'm pulling through. Obviously, you can tell the sun was over on this side of the car. So hopefully I heal up enough for the Long War webcast coming up tomorrow, Wednesday, the 27th, it looks like. Now, if you haven't checked out the Long War yet, over at thelongwar.net, that's the home of the battle ports, me, Kenny Boucher, and Stephen Ford Juice. We've got a lot going on. You know, we've got a lot of features over there. There's a ton of exclusive content. This video will actually be up if you're seeing this on YouTube for the first time. It's already been up for a couple weeks over on the Long War. It's kind of our early access program where you get ad-free content, just, you know, a little bit early, so you don't have to worry about clicking off all the ads and things like that, because sometimes it can be annoying, but you know, it's a fact of life. It's what keeps everything going for us. You know, it's not about the money here, but it takes, you know, money to do the things we do and to bring you the hobby and help bring the hobby back for everybody. You know, so it's really exciting that you're watching these videos, and we definitely would, you know, encourage you to go over to thelongwar.net, check out you know, the whole thing we got going on. It's free to join for 7 days. We don't hide anything. You know, you can check it all out. There's a ton of repositories of army lists. You can check those out. There's going to be a new section on podcasts as soon as I can get my hot little fingers on the key, typing on the keyboard, and get that on there. You know, we got the new podcast coming out. There'll be another one, number 2 here soon, probably when this video's out. Check out iTunes. We're up on iTunes. So, you know, really exciting stuff. We're very blessed to be part of this community and help, you know, bring the hobby back in and help you guys with all these great tutorials every week. So it's really exciting, and the Long War is really a great place for you to show your support. There's you know, there's all of our different videos are up in there. You know, mine from Spiky Bits, you know, my tutorials, but my video feed's in there too. So I do a lot of stuff every week. Kenny Boucher over at Next Level Painting has all of his tutorials in there, and then of course the Long War battle reports are in there too. And like I said, there's a lot of other exclusive contents, early access, you know, to these videos, early ad-free access. So you know, definitely check it out. We've got so much stuff going on. It's really exciting, and we'd love to have your support over there on the Long War too. So that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing. Look for this. I just got this in the mail literally like 15 minutes ago. It showed up, so I'm going to be doing a big review of the new Horus Heresy Book 5 Tempest, which has got a lot of people excited because that's got the Warlord Titan in it, baby. So, alright, so that's about it. We are going to take a look at this video tutorial right now. Alright, so this kit is actually pretty easy to put together. I'm going to show you how to build the top and the bottom of the Tyrannocyte spore in this version, and then we're going to kind of, because it's basically 3 kits in one, we're just going to kind of show you how to wrap it up next video. So we're doing the Tyrannocyte spore, which is in the top picture there. Now, before you start a project like this, basically you're going to want to make sure that you have the right equipment. So always grab your clippers, take a good look at them. Mine were actually kaput. Like you can see in here that they got huge pieces missing. They started to basically fray the parts when I was cutting, so I went and got some new, better flush clippers. To start off with the top of the Tyrannocyte, there's going to be these 5 pieces that lock together. You can kind of see right there in the top that there's a kind of like a nub and a slot that these are going to lock into. Just hit it with some of your Model Master plastic cement. You can use normal super glue. That's just what I prefer because it bonds together at the molecular level. Then you're going to get your finished assembly for this particular piece. And what I'm going to do is actually rubber band it together very lightly. Make sure it lines up there, because I'm going to kind of line it all up perfect and hit it with another rubber band. Now at the top of this assembly goes like some spore chimney kind of feeder tendril receptacle things. Two-part kind of deal. They just lock together really easily. Again, with the Model Master cement, just kind of hit it together. There's going to be 5 of these. And then they're going to kind of lock into the top here right there. You can kind of see the recesses. There's 5 of them. Just hit it with some glue, lock them around. You know, the whole time I got the rubber band still around the assembly. Now we're going to do the armor plates, which are super easy, but they are a 3-part kind of deal, and this is kind of time consuming because you got 3 parts that are, you know, 2 parts each, so they just kind of multiply out. They kind of do this like stagger effect where they start small and end kind of big. Super easy to do, just like before. These are the armor plates that are used for both versions of the kit. Now I'm not going to glue these down to the kit, or to the actual, you know, kind of chassis or body of the spore, or of the spore site, or of the Tyrannocyte, because I want to paint these a darker color. Technically, you know, I guess traditionally the armor plates are always a darker color, so that's what we're going to go with. So here it comes. I'm just going to grab these, kind of lock them down into the recesses, making sure to try not to get any extra glue on the armor plates itself. If you do get extra glue, just wipe it off with a damp rag. You can always come back and scrape it off later, just like it was putty or, you know, something like that. This stuff dries great. It's really easy to work with, and like I said, it gives you a nice strong bond. So, you know, just do the dry fits first to kind of figure out how these lock together. But once you do, it's super easy. It's just plug and play. It's kind of mindless work. Listen to your audiobooks or whatever. Just nug it out. Now we're going to build the bottom of the Tyrannocyte. Now you don't have to build this part if you're doing the spore cyst. So basically we're on the Tyrannocyte track right here. So these are the 5 parts that are going to kind of glue together just like before. Super easy. They lock together, very interchangeable. You just want to make sure that you line them up correctly, like you kind of see here. I'm lining them up good, just kind of hitting it there. And then what I'm going to do is, once I get the 5 pieces together, it's very hard to rubber band this one. So what I'm going to do is put some glue, some beads of glue in the middle to kind of weld those inside joints together and give them a lot of strength. And hopefully, you know, that's enough to do it there, because I can't rubber band it together because it will just flop around. So I just want to align it, and then I'm just going to leave it upside down, sitting on the table in the corner. When it's ready, I'm going to grab the bottom tentacles. Now these are not flat tentacles. These have little kind of nubby kind of things on them. You can't really see them in the picture, but they do have like a little bit of a nub, and they're going to go into the recess there. Now there's a specific one that I'm going to start with that has a little kind of like stalk kicking out of it at the top, the one I'm grabbing right there, and kind of pointed out, and that's going to determine the direction of the other ones. Now, so these are different, these from the little kind of feeder grabby tendrils. These have the flat plane on it. You're just going to kind of lock it in. It's going to look kind of like a crazy looking flamingo at this point. The other 3 are pretty much identical. You can just use the instruction manual just to line them up. The important thing is that once you lock them together, that they are flush and they form a kind of plane that you're going to be able to glue this down straight to the base that came with it, which I believe is a 50 mil base. So that's super easy to do, but you'll notice that after I put the last one in here, hey, there's an empty socket. So that's where it gets a little tricky. So the empty one is right here. Now it's not like the one that's flush. See, there's the one flush in the left, and the one that's got the nub on it's the one you're going to use. And this is not load bearing. This is not going to have a you know, flat piece that's going to sit on the base. It's basically just kind of out in the open right there, and it's you know, good to go. And it just kind of sits up there like it's pointing, or just kind of casual as we call it. Now this is where it gets a little weird, because the instruction manual actually shows 2 flat ones, and they want you to lock them on into spots that really don't exist. You kind of can't see it. Now if you look at the artwork on the box, they're not there. And if you look at the one we just built here, they're not there either. Like, this is the same thing, and it looks the same, like 5 and 5. So I don't know what happened with Games Workshop there, but it doesn't exist, so no big deal. And then you just put the little ones around where the seams are to kind of match it up. So we're running out of time in this video, so that was pretty much the start of the Tyrannocyte, and we'll bring it all together on the next one. Super easy, and also show you the spore cyst and the mucoids. All right, well, I'm back, still sunburned, but hopefully I was not sunburned in that video. So hopefully that helps you guys out. You know, it's a really cool kit. I really enjoyed making that kit. I actually have 14 of them put together, 4th mission. So I will be a Tyrannocyte, Tyranid Tyrannocyte veteran here very, very shortly, because it's well, pounding through them, got a lot of flash taken off, and getting ready to do the big assembly on them. So, you know, thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure you head on over to Long War, like I was saying, for exclusive content and early access videos. Become a veteran of the Long War today.
Yo, Hobby Maniacs, thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget, there's tons of other tutorials, unboxings, and tips and tactics videos on here as well. And make sure you visit my best friend Kenny B's Fresh Hobby channel over on Next Level Painting.